Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. You are watching our channel ACS True, and we are talking about the exaltation of Venus, which is going to happen on 15th Feb 2023. Very good exaltation and bringing very good result for all ascendant. But today we are going to talk about Scorpio ascendant. How this transit will affect the Scorpio ascendant. Let's welcome Akash Chauhan from Calgary, Canada. Akash, you will further guide us.
Rohitji, I am feeling very cold. That's why I'm wearing this. This is very
Minus
cold.
temperature.
Yeah. So, Rohitji, let's talk about Scorpio Ascendant, and here we go with the charts so that we can have a very clear view. For Scorpio Ascendant, the Lord of their 12th and 7th house is in the 5th house. Somehow, here, if we see Venus is Markesh for them, that is, it is not such a benefic planet because it rules the 7th house, which is a Marakstan, and the 12th house. But whenever Venus is in exaltation, whether it is whatever you may think it is, but it will give you good results only. Venus is mostly exalted during mostly exalted only for a month in transit. Otherwise, in a chart, if it's exalted, it will throughout your life give you very good results. For Scorpio ascendant, here because of the fifth, because it is exalted in the fifth house, the fifth house is all about knowledge. So it will make sure that within this period, when the time it is getting exalted, it will make that whatever knowledge you have will be used in a very beneficial way, so that uh, you could achieve the blessings of the fifth house. Now, what is the fifth house? The fifth house is called the Santana Bhav, where we see your children from, where we see your past life karmas from, where we see your fame from, where we see um, fifth house is also the house of education. Fifth house is also the house of love affairs. So we there are so many different roles of this house. Those people who have Venus in the fifth house in Scorpio ascendant, they get a very good education, like a very high education. So here, those people who are trying for going to higher studies, it's a very good option or chance for you, because Venus here can make this happen in this 1 month. If you are trying, or maybe you will start thinking that why don't I do an MBA and different kind of higher studies. So this is where Venus will help you. In fact, if you are in a relationship, if you are in a love affair, here you get a very influential person in your life if Venus is exalted. So right now you have to keep your eyes and ears open that there can be someone very influential who can come from a very influential background and get into relationship with you, and you can, and you know what, after 2 months Venus is going to be in the seventh house of marriage, and it's its own house. So you never know that things can turn into very good bonds. Here, because the fifth house is your past life karma, so basically it means that whenever you're born, it brings a lot of inheritance kind of stuff with you. Like inheritance in the sense of, if Venus is there in your birth chart, if it's in the fifth house, exalted. But here, you can find that if you are into the position or into the talks of getting inheritance from your family, mostly from your mother's side, because it is the second house. Like from here, we see the comforts from mother, or the money which you will receive from your mother, because it is the second house from the fourth house. That is the dhanastan of mother. So here you can benefit good inheritance from your mother. Religiously, you will be very good in terms of getting a lot of blessings from the god, because this is also um, the trikon of Mahalakshmi. This is the Mahalakshmi Stan, and Lord Venus or Shukracharya is a very big. devotee of Mahalakshmi. So very, very good transit. In fact, those people who are worried about their children's health because Rahu is here and Jupiter Devta is here, they have to not worry about it, because when Venus comes here, Venus will directly make sure that all the problems related to this house vanishes, because it is exalted here. It is supposed to be giving you the best results that you can imagine. Those who are trying for childbirth, right? Those who are trying that childbirth should happen, those who are trying that uh, our child should go to foreign countries, higher education, that is very good chances. Why the fifth house, or why Venus is so beneficial for childbirth? We have to understand that Shukra, or Venus, is called Sanjeevani. He has the Vidya of Sanjeevani, and Sanjeevani Vidya is something where he can bring, or he is the one who gives life to us. When we come to this world, we are given life by Lord Shukra. That's why the male reproductive system and the female reproductive system is made in such a way that because of Venus, because of the male sperm that is called Shukranu, and female egg, when they mate, when they come together, then the baby is formed. So this is the main role played by Venus in our chart, which helps us which helps us get progeny. Now we have to understand that why Venus was exalted here in the first place. It is very important to understand about Venus getting exalted in this place, and why he was exalted in a place of Jupiter, where Jupiter, being the Dev Guru, being the Guru of Devtas, and Venus being the Daitya Guru, the Guru of demons. How can he come and be exalted in the house of Jupiter? So there is a very good mythological story which I will tell you in very brief. Because of Venus Sanjeevani Vidya, he used to treat all the demons after their death. So, for example, if a god kills the demon, Venus would go put his hand on his head, and chuding, tada, the demon is ready. So the devtas, the gods, they were angry and they were very stressed out that every time we kill a demon, next day he comes back. So the thing is that there is no use in killing them. So they all went, they all made a plan and sent Jupiter's son to Shukracharya, Venus, that go and learn Sanjeevani Vidya from him, then we will use this on gods also. He goes, he starts learning, but the demons get to know that this is their plan, and then they kidnap him and kill him. And after killing, they burn him and put the ashes in the alcohol jar, and then they serve the alcohol to Shukracharya. He drinks the alcohol and suddenly realizes that what has he done? And then he promises himself and Lord Shiva that Lord Shiva, I will never ever touch alcohol again. But now I have done a very big sin. What do I do? So Lord Shiva says tapasya. You have to do meditation. You have to do dhyana. He does tapasya, and then after 12,000 years, Lord Shiva gives him with the gives him the Mahamrityunjay mantra, the mantra which we know which is very popular right now, and some vidhi which is Gupta, to bring back Jupiter's son to life. Venus does that, gets him to life, goes and give it to Jupiter, and tells Jupiter that Jupiter, because I have done so much and I have kept you bereft of sun for such a long time, now I am going to be exalted. I am going to be giving good results whenever I come and sit in your house. So that is why Venus is exalted here. And see, because he took away son of Jupiter, and here fifth house is of very great significance because it is about the santana. It is about your children. So here, when Venus will sit, it will give you very good blessings on kids and your related to your children. So now from here, Venus looks at the 11th house of which needs drishti, and 11th house is the house of the house of uh, unexpected money, the house of money, the house of your desires, the house of your brothers, bigger brothers and sisters. So you have to be very careful on spending the money in a very mannered way, Because here, if you start spending on luxuries, you will be in a very difficult position. Here you have to ask yourself and tell yourself that no, I don't want to spend on luxuries. In fact, I will spend on necessities only. And you have to maintain very cordial relationship with your brothers and sisters. And as per desires, desire that you get a good life, you get good spiritual path, and that is gonna be good for you. So Rohitji, this is what the transit of Venus for Scorpio Ascendant promises in this chart.
Thank you very much, Akashji, for this beautiful explanation. And I was looking comments yesterday. People also appreciating very much your efforts, how you told the stories and connect that with astrology, and even a layman can understand your videos. Thank you very much, and I will like you to please tell about that mantra also.
Yes, because Lord Shukra, Lord Venus is a very what is a very big devotee of Mahalakshmi. He wants to please Mahalakshmi every time. And the mantra to please Mahalakshmi, and that is a tantric mantra, and there is a reason for it. Venus always stayed with demons, and demons had this mantra to please Mahalakshmi. But it is a sattvic mantra. Anything, any mantra to please God is sattvic mantra. That means it can be done by anyone. Even gods can do it. So the mantra is Om Shrim Rim Shrim Kamale Kamalale Prasidha Prasidha Om Shrim Rim Shrim Mahalakshmi Namaha. So this is the mantra of Mahalakshmi. But those people who cannot do it in a very in this way because of language problems, they can just say the word Shreem, 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 and that will also be equally that much powerful as this mantra.
Yes, thank you very much, Akashji, for the two mantras you given, and thank you very much to all our subscribers who are giving so much love and reaction to our videos and so positive comments, and they all want to know more about astrology. That we promise you that we will continue making this type of videos, including transits. Thank you, Akashji. Thank you very much. We will like to meet you in some next video. Till then,
Thank
Jai
you,
Shri
Rohit.
Ram,
Thank you
Jai
so much.
Hanuman, Jai Mata, Jai Malakshmi.